Imagine sitting down to watch your ex-husband try to apologize to your former sister wife after decades of mistreatment, and seeing her refuse to accept his excuses. That's exactly what Christine Brown witnessed during Sister Wives Season 20, Tell All Part 3, and her reaction was priceless. On January 25, 2026, TLC aired this special, where Christine sat with host Sukana Krishnan, watching Cody's so-called apology tour unfold. But this wasn't just any apology. Cody had spent the season visiting his 3 ex-wives, attempting to express regret for the mess he created. With Yanel, it was awkward but civil. With Christine, tense and defensive. And now, with Mary, his first wife of 32 years, Mary was about to do something she had never done before, stand her ground and refuse to be silenced. Christine and Mary weren't close anymore, they hadn't been for years. No invitations to weddings, no real friendship. Christine summed it up perfectly. We're not living parallel lives anymore. But none of that mattered. When Mary faced Cody, Christine became her biggest cheerleader for one unforgettable moment. The apology that wasn't. Cody opened with his usual lines, "I apologize for being toxic to you, Mary, or was toxic to you." Past tense, as if the problem no longer existed. Within seconds, he flipped it. "Your apology is welcome if you want to give one." Wait, he was expecting Mary to apologize to him? Right away, he made a fatal mistake. He dragged Mary's friends into it. Mary's closest friends, Jen and Brandy, had always defended her publicly. Cody hated it. And now, in his apology, he demanded she control them. That wasn't an apology, it was an attack. Mary had had enough. She looked him straight in the eyes. "You're not going to shut me down anymore. I'm going to finish what I'm saying." Christine, watching with Sukana, couldn't contain herself. A smile broke across her face. Mary continued, "When I'm not treated well, the people closest to me will defend me. If you go on the attack on my best friend, I will go on the attack back. Keep your opinions to yourself." Boom. Calm, unapologetic, and utterly unshakable. Mary spent 32 years in a marriage where her voice was silenced. Cody withdrew emotionally, told her he never loved her, made her feel worthless because of infertility, and gaslit her every time she spoke her truth. For 32 years, Mary tried to fix it. Every time she spoke, Cody shut her down. Christine had experienced the same for 25 years. Watching Mary finally say no, Christine knew exactly what that felt like. The friends Cody tried to silence, Jen and Brandy, were central to why he felt threatened. They validated Mary's experiences, pushed back against his lies, and reminded her she wasn't alone. Cody's entire apology tour wasn't about making amends, it was about controlling the narrative. Every apology came with strings. With Christine, he demanded she accept his declarations of love in front of David. With Yanel, he defended himself and blamed her. With Mary, he apologized for being toxic, then demanded she control her friends. That's manipulation disguised as reconciliation. But Mary said no. Calmly, clearly, without drama. Her words, "You're not going to shut me down anymore," became a declaration. The person harmed gets to speak their truth. Viewers exploded online. Comments flooded in. Christine supporting Mary from a distance is everything. Go girl, Mary. Finally, someone refuses to be silenced. Not every shared trauma requires friendship. This is the lesson. Christine's cheer wasn't about friendship. It was recognition. Solidarity between women who survived the same storm separately, yet celebrate each other's freedom. Mary's journey spanned over 3 decades. She married Cody at 20, navigated jealousy and competition with Yanel and Christine, endured miscarriage and emotional withdrawal, suffered inequity and gaslighting, rebuilt her life, and finally faced Cody across the table, refusing to be silenced. From "I'll do anything to make this work" to "You're not going to shut me down anymore," decades of conditioning finally broke. This wasn't about Cody, Christine, or even Robin. It was about autonomy, truth, and refusing to be silenced. Christine cheering for Mary sent a powerful message. You don't owe your abuser reconciliation. You don't owe former co-victims friendship, but you do owe yourself your voice. That is real sisterhood, recognition without intimacy, respect without forced reconciliation, freedom without apology. Cody's apology tour revealed one thing: he never changed. Same patterns, same manipulations, same attempts to control. But the women? They have changed. Christine, Yanel, and Mary set boundaries, claimed freedom, and refused to play along. Mary's refusal to be silenced wasn't a single moment. It was decades of courage coming to life. Christine's reaction was solidarity, celebration, and validation. Together, they demonstrated what it looks like to leave a toxic dynamic behind. Speak your truth, be supported by someone who understands, and move forward without needing anything from the person who tried to keep you small. This is the real ending. Not a tidy reconciliation, not a fairy tale, not a scripted storyline, but authentic freedom. Christine cheering for Mary wasn't the start of renewed sisterhood. It was recognition between two women who survived the same storm, sailed to different shores, and could still honor each other's courage. No performance, no proximity, just truth. That's the lesson for viewers. When someone claims their voice, cheer for them, respect their freedom, and honor their journey, even from a distance. Because sometimes, that recognition matters more than any forced friendship ever could. Can you imagine watching your ex-husband try to apologize to your former sister-wife after decades of pain, and seeing her flat-out refuse his excuses? That's exactly the scene Christine Brown witnessed in Sister Wives Season 20, Tell All Part 3, and her reaction was everything. On January 25, 2026, TLC aired this explosive special. Christine sat with host Sukana Krishnan, watching Cody's apology tour unfold. But this wasn't a simple apology. Cody had spent the season going to each of his 3 ex-wives, trying to act like he regretted how badly he handled things. With Yanel, it was awkward but tolerable. With Christine, tense and uncomfortable, especially with David in the room. And now, it was Mary's turn, Cody's first wife of 32 years. Mary was about to do something shocking: stand firm and refuse to be silenced. Christine and Mary weren't friends anymore. They hadn't been in years. No invites to weddings, no real closeness. Christine explained it best: we're not living parallel lives anymore. Yet when Mary faced Cody, Christine became her biggest supporter in that moment. This wasn't just a simple apology, it was a test of power, control, and courage. Cody opened with his usual lines about being toxic, but almost immediately, he tried to turn it around. Your apology is welcome if you want to give one. Within seconds, he shifted the focus from himself to Mary, demanding she manage her friends. This wasn't an apology, it was an attack.